Hello Internet, welcome back to the channel. Microphone died, mid-take, it's always a bummer. So apologies if the audio is not up to my usual absolute top tier standard. Yeah, hope you can hear me though. Okay, so we're looking at how, for the love of God, do we actually keep our plant toe from opening too far? One of the hardest problems in disc golf, especially for beginners and also for myself. I still struggle with this. If I'm not paying attention, I will occasionally creep into that toe opening too much. So why do we do it? Really, I feel like the problem starts, so I'm lining up my shot, everything's cool, going here, I'm doing my X step, and oh crap, that foot turns too far back, right? Happens all the time. So with this foot turned back, my hips want to be oriented that way. So the only way I can get power that way from here is to crank everything open and throw that way. It doesn't work. It makes your camera blurry. Everything's horrible. Don't do it. So we're the way I describe this is we're losing containment in the backside because my toe is here. I can't generate power that way. And if I try to, what's going to happen is I'm going to tip over, I'm going to bend my knee too much, and then when I try to make power that way, all I'm going to do is extend like this and push my hips up over the top of my brace, and nothing is going to go well, right? We want our weight to be settling down into that brace and staying here, so all of our rotation happens behind the brace. If I'm coming up into the brace, that can't happen. So we got to get this foot closed. The Sean Clement stuff on all of this, if you want to jump into ball golf land, is excellent. It'll really fill out some of the deeper levels of coaching that just don't exist in disc golf yet, unless you want to read through disc golf course review forums and start bothering Seabass on Facebook. But the basic of the Sean Clement stuff on the rear leg is, I guess it's not even Sean Clement, it's really a Ben Hogan thing, but anyways. So you're grabbing the ground with your toes and trying to squeeze your toes that way. So I have ground force pushing that way, and then I'm going to take my knee and let my knee settle in a little bit. So from here, when I just pick up this leg, the internal tension in this standing leg, my rear leg, is going to automatically make me drift into my brace the way I want to, right? Someday I'll do a video on why I want to do that, but that's how I think about it, is that I'm setting this leg up so that I don't tip onto my brace. I glide down and almost like I'm trying to start a slide into a baseball base kind of feel. Except we want our foot to catch, not slide. So that's what the rear foot needs to do. If I have that set up, now I can generate explosive energy that way. Not that we need a lot of it. This is not back leg throwing. This leg's job is to carry the momentum of your walk up into your brace in an intelligent way that allows that brace to stick so your throw can be completed from behind the brace. That's all the rear leg has to do. If it's here, the toe is back, I can't do that, right? So I need containment here, and I need containment here. So I need to be able to shift the pressure without shifting my weight. So if I go here, I've shifted my weight. If I go here, I've shifted my weight. How do I shift the pressure without shifting the weight? I'm going to keep the weight here, but I'm going to accelerate and decelerate sharply such that my heel, if you put a pressure plate under my heel, it would read more than 100% of my body weight because I'm stopping all my body weight and redirecting it before it gets stacked, right? 100% of body weight, more than 100% of body weight. That's all you need to do to feel what a brace, the start of what a brace should feel like. So how do you actually get your foot to stay closed in a throw, right? You need to understand that your body feels powerful when it cranks open in midair. So you need to get used to this feeling of shifting into your heel, right? Because your weight in your front foot is going to tend to go to the most forward part of your foot. So if I plant here, the weight's going to go into my toe, and I'm going to spin out and pivot on the ball of my foot. if I can set my throw up a little better and get my weight to shift into my heel, because my heel is farther forward, then it's going to be easier for me to pivot on the heel, like we want with a good bone stack through your shin bones and your femur. So you're going to do step one, figure out how to get there. So do the leg thing, grab the ground with your toes, send your toes that way, send your heel in, make that a balance position, and then this is a teacher man hitting drill from baseball. So I'm going to extend the disc backwards. At the same time I extend my plant foot forwards. I'm going to use my toe to find the ground. Note I still have some extension left, and then when my heel comes down, that's what's going to bring my arm to actually straight and cue me to start pulling through to the deep power pocket. Look at the other video that just came out for that one. So I need to get familiar with that idea, that I'm grounded here, toes, knee, and then I'm going to, in balance, reach out, find the ground with some extension left, and then drop the heel forward, and that's my cue to finish extension. Not that I'm going to extend, but as I'm walking past the disc, that happens because of the cue of the heel. So you need to get used to that feeling of just shifting into your heel. So I'm going, that weight shift from behind you is this. So look up the disc golf course review thread. Weight shift from behind you. It's long. There are many things. The Sean Clement videos are in there. The Ben Hogan videos are in there. It's good stuff. But you need to get used to that, shifting the weight into the heel. And you shouldn't look behind you as much as I am. Right? You should be looking towards your target. But you need to get used to that, just shifting into the heel. So you're going to do placement reps, making sure that you're getting it in the right place. Then you're going to do slow reps, where you're miming your whole walk up and just putting it kind of sort of where it goes. You're just training your body to get used to this feel, and then you'll add more and more power. So you've done placement reps, just making sure that you can make it feel kind of sort of right, and you're trying to integrate it back into a fake throw and still get the same thing to work. Then you're going to do what I call trash throw reps. So you're going to get a stack of putters. You do not care where they go. You do not care how far they go. All you care about is I'm throwing the disc and making sure my foot is in the right spot. 100% of my focus is on this. Don't care about the throw. Fire and forget. Doesn't matter. You're going to, well, you don't need to film those because you're looking at your foot, right? Then you're going to increase the power level a little bit. Do a couple reps, maybe 10, and then get your phone out and film and make sure that as you increase the power level, your foot stays where you want it. Hint, it won't. So this is the biggest idea that I want to convey here, is that there are two modes of being in your brain. You can be process oriented, which is what we're doing right now. We're learning a drill. Or you can be result oriented, which is worrying about where the disc goes. The second you flip over into being result oriented and worrying where the disc goes, your brain will force you into your old motor pattern. That is what it is. It's probably not good. And you can't progress there. So if you're stuck worrying about where the disc goes, if you're trying to throw far, if you're trying to throw hard, you are not going to throw well, probably. And you're certainly not going to build any new motor patterns. So this is why going slow and filming and not being results oriented really matters for your practice sessions. So focus on the feel, focus on spending the time it takes to film and make sure that you're in the right position. And don't try to throw hard. You have to throw repetitions focused on the process of keeping your heel where you want it. I've worked with a handful of people and seen a lot more on the Form Check Facebook page that say, I've tried everything, I just can't get my foot to stay close. You've already defeated yourself. You can get your foot to stay close. I'll walk you through it. Foot goes here, foot goes here, your foot goes here. You stop, you think, where do I want it? I want it there. If you can do that, you can do it during the throw. You just have to get there slow enough. That's why you go through placement reps, slow reps, trash throw reps, film it, up the power level, film it, up the power level, film it, so on and so forth. With that method, anyone can retrain their muscle memory patterns if they go slow enough and are mindful of. If you don't want to do either of those things, maybe you can't change it. That sucks. But if you want to put in the time and the effort, I'm sure you can change it. So I hope this is helpful. Please ask questions if anything comes up, and get out to the field and give it a try. Thanks for hanging out, Internet. See you next time.